Takashi's Castle, yes! Takashi's Castle, that shit was awesome. Oh man, anyway. We are going into game number 2. Looks like CJ has sent out another Terran here. And if you hear really loud noises from outside, it's something I don't actually know. What the hell is that? It's like a bus? Wait, hold on. Wait, what is this? 1 second, I'm gonna walk over to my window. You guys can still hear me. I think it's just a garbage truck, but for some reason it's painted red, so I got a little bit confused. Has anybody seen a red garbage truck before? That doesn't seem to be the normal color choice. Whatever. Anyway, Bbyong, who will he be playing? Did Skype just like interject itself into my thing? Oh, it's Bbyong! Man, okay. So Con is sending out its two Gosu Protoss heroes to lead off. But could you imagine how funny would it be if Stork lost too? It's just like 2 random Terrans from CJ take out Jangbi and Stork in the first 2 sets. I mean, I'm a Con fanboy, but even I would appreciate the hilarity of that situation. I'm actually kind of half hoping that happens, just so I can get a good chuckle out of it. I think that actually makes me like a terrible person and not a good Stork fan, but you know what? Whatever. Alright, we are going into the game. Naza says Bbyong is apparently a TL fan. Did he explain how to pronounce his name? Is it just... oh, I think... no, somebody told me it's just Byong. You don't pronounce the other B. It's just like for an accent. Bbyong. B-Dog. I think that's what we called him. Alright. So, B-Dog is going to be the green Terran at the top right. And Stork will be the orange Protoss at the top left. Looks like B-Dog psyching himself up, getting ready for his rap battle with the Dino Toss, Bird Master. Stork looks really bored. He's just like, yeah, whatever. Another silly Terran for me to own. Anyway, the map is Neo Electric Circuit. And let us see. So, alright, so we saw Sky High go for 14 CC into a huge 2-base attack. I wonder if this is like some strategy that CJ cooked up to take down the calm Protosses. I mean, I guess they must have known that Stork and Jangbi both had Broodor lined up today, so they were like, okay, how do we take these guys out? Aww, cute little couple there. Aww. I hope that's actually a couple and that's not like his sister or something. That'd be awkward. Anyway, looks like no crazy proxy shenanigans from either player. Good times, little Gosu depot going down. Same as in last game. Just making those SCVs pop out on the right side. And a gateway. And an SCV. So I think he's going to go for a 1-Rax expand here. He's going to build his barracks at the... oh no, he built it a little bit early. I thought he would build it a little bit further forward, kind of at the natural, close to the natural, and then just expand. But no, it looks like he's actually just taking his gas. Interesting choice. 1-Rax expanding seems to be the way to go on this map, because it is kind of wide. So if you do go for a factory build, you're basically forced into an FD, which is not necessarily bad. I mean, most players like to go FD anyway. But like if you go for 1-Rax expands, the openness of the map doesn't make as big a difference because you just make a bunker at the front anyway, and you're kind of fine. So yeah. Anyway, waiting for the factory. I think we have to wait for 100 gas for that. And SCV is moving out. Looks like he's gonna go scout after or with that barracks SCV. Relatively early. Well, not that early. I mean, that's a fine scout timing. You don't have to scout. You can scout a little bit later in TVP, but that's fine. Here's a 4-player map, so I guess he doesn't want to just get unlucky. And it looks like he's doing a bit of a nice little wall in here. at the front. It's not actually it's not so much a wall in as just like an anti-zealot sim city. So you know, Marines will be able to run back and forth in between those buildings, and zealots won't. You can do some nice little micro there. It's a good move on these kinds of flat open maps where some zealot pressure can be quite common. Meanwhile, it looks like Probe getting intercepted by this Marine. The SCV is going to go and see 2 early gateways from Stork. So Stork's going to be doing some early Dragoon pressure. You know, usually you see just like 1 gate expanding or 1 gate robo expanding. 2 gateways early on, I think, is good for this map in particular because there are no ramps. There's just like a wide choke here outside the natural, and then still a fairly wide choke between the main and the natural. So very easy to put on Dragoon pressure, especially if there's no bunker. Meanwhile, the SCV is just kind of hiding in the main base, and oh, the probe actually sneaks in. Oh, it might get intercepted still. It's gonna be close. Oh, barely gets intercepted there. That lucky Marine coming out. But you know what? I think that's enough information actually. Stork sees 4 Marines. It's got to be an FD for at this point. Meanwhile, by the way, notice how Stork actually hit his second pylon kind of at his back maneuver only on the high ground. That's a very nice move. Makes the Terran a little bit paranoid that there's some kind of proxy or something like that. And just like leaves that possibility open. But I'm pretty sure, I'm a little bit surprised that the SCV hasn't gone on the high ground. Has he actually gone up there already? No, looks like he's going up there just now. I mean, that's a fairly obvious place to put it. Meanwhile, it's actually going to be a starport here for Bbyong. Now, this is very interesting because we actually saw Lita do a build very similar to this on this map last season. Lita, of course, CJ's one of CJ's top players, their top Terran player for sure. So perhaps you know, taking this build from Lita a little bit, but it looks like, oh man, this is gonna be very, very dangerous. I don't think he should be moving out here. The 4 Dragoons will easily micro down this force. Oh my god, I think he actually might just die now. See, this is the problem with doing a fast starport build on this map. Without the benefit of being able to hold a ramp, you can actually just die instantly. Oh my god, the second tank pops out at exactly the wrong time. Stork doing so much damage with these initial Dragoons. This is why I don't think this kind of strategy is the best on this map. Even if you go for an FD, if the Dragoons hit before you have a nice, before your main force is out, you just die instantly. And yeah, there's no way Bbyong can actually win this anymore. I honestly think this is not a good strategy for this map. You know, going for a fast starport, it's basically a vulture drop, right? It's like it's like a fake FD, if that makes any sense. It's a bit redundant because FD already stands for fake double, but it's like a fake double. And GG from Bbyong, but basically you make it look like an FD push, and then you also drop vultures into the Protoss's main. So I mean, it can be effective. Like, it definitely is a valid strategy, but I just don't really think it's ideal for this map. If the Protoss just goes for like a 1-gate expand, does not put on a lot of pressure with Dragoons, maybe that's okay. But he scouted the 2 gateways from Stork. That's the one thing that baffles me, is he scouted the fast 2 gateways from Stork. He knew it would be, you know, big Dragoon pressure coming on in the early game, and yet he was still very, very aggressive with those Marines and the initial tank. Well, you really can't be on that open ground. I mean, you know, with modern level Dragoon control, especially, you know, someone of Stork's caliber, he's going to micro you down easy peasy. And that's exactly what happened. So we are going to be 1-1 here. In the Brood War best of 3. Team that takes the next game will take the first best of 3.